Oh wow. Hi. Hi guys. This is my first live. Yeah. What's happening? Oh my god. Hello. Good afternoon everybody. Hi Desire. Thank you Toby for joining in. Oh my god, I'm so shy. um Hi Sekina. Sorry, I'm 6 minutes late.
Oh my God.
Good afternoon.
As in, I was like, okay, this
I
is
was trying to manage
technological
my
challenge.
first time actually. So
Okay. Okay.
thank you for
I
coming.
hope you rested well.
Well, let's just say I'm good and I had to show. Hello everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Hi.
Okay. So how's your
I think we need to let people know about us. I mean, so I mean, a lot of your followers do know who I am, and same here. And I think we should tell them about us and why we decided to go into skincare. Why we like to talk about skincare. So, like, very briefly before we start. Okay, so I think you should go first. Put
okay.
you on the hot spot.
I told my followers that I was going to tell them why I actually got into skincare. I didn't get into skincare because I wanted to tell people about my acne journey. I'll be very honest. I got into skincare because as at 2020, I was suffering from anxiety and some form of depression. Yes. So, Skin Buddy has actually been the idea in my head for a while. I actually opened Skin Buddy, I think in March 2020, but I didn't post anything until January 2021. So yes, it was like
Wow.
going from that very anxious, depressed state to like this state where I'm trying to like be a better me and just trying to focus on other things. So it wasn't because I really wanted to show everybody my acne face or like get some sympathy or any of that. It was because I was actually suffering, and I'm actually glad because I don't even feel those feelings anymore. It's all reduced from like 90%, it's like maybe 5%, and I'm actually glad. I really appreciate everybody that's like been on the journey with me. I've met amazing people. I will lie, very, very much amazing people, and I just want to thank them. So basically, my name is Christiana. Well, a lot of people know me by different names. So my name is Christiana, and I'm a skincare enthusiast and a blogger. I do a lot of things. I feel like I do a lot of things aside this, but that's what I would like to share with my followers for now. And until you, Madam Village Bell, try to.
Okay, okay, thank you, Christiana. Okay, well, my name is Esther, and I'm a medical doctor. My skincare journey has been like for like many years, and I mean, in school, I used to like gather my friends together. So whether they liked it or not, I was going to teach them about how to take care of their skin with the limited knowledge I had. So a lot of my friends will laugh at this because they know how Esther was. If I had seminars to teach people about their skin because I was so interested in it. But my own personal journey, started with I mean, one morning I just took my shower while in school, and I came back to my room and my skin was peeling. And bear in mind, this was not the time of using exfoliants and all these things, but it was just my dry skin telling me that okay, all the baby skin you enjoyed is over. You need to start doing something actively about your skin. And that's when, I started personally taking care of my skin. But more importantly, the joy for me is not just to saunter around and feel like, oh, I got perfect skin and everything. No, it's when someone else who is just, like you said, really down, wondering what they're going to do, spending so much money. It's an emotional thing, really, to not be able to go out without having makeup on. So I decided that no, I needed to, whatever this knowledge, because it's something I'm passionate about. So this knowledge, I want to be able to share it to people on a larger scale so that they can know what's right, what they should use, even from the medical perspective. Sometimes when my patients come in and, I'm a general practitioner, I'm not a dermatologist, but when they come in and, they have acne and I say, oh, use this, and then they come back in a month, I'm like, that cream you said I should use, that's something like that. And I'm like, yay! It's fun, it's exciting for me. And so, yes, that is where my skincare journey started from. But before I end, I want to say how we met. So online, I think we're posting stuff and seeing each other's stuff. And then one day I realized that there was this young lady that all the things I said I'm using, oh, this is my favorite moisturizer. Then she would just say, oh, yes, I have it too. Then she says, oh, this is my cleanser. And then she said, like, yeah, I have it too, So that's where the twinning thing came up. Like, she just uses, or like, we like what each other is using. And that's like amazing to realize that there's something that can connect us. So, so that's where we met, for people that would like to know. So that's just my story, basically.
Out, because like when I started Skin Body, I was kind of shy. I really had no skincare friend. So it was just me doing my thing, posting my stuff, and just asking my friends from other industries and stuff, help me repost. I really want to give a shout out to all my friends. Toby, I have like 2 Tobys. Toby Olakolu, Toby Everybody. I love you guys. My friend Joyce, I'm not sure, she's not online. I just really want to thank all of them. They've been really supportive. And the skincare community, oh my God. Wow. You guys are so supportive. I really do appreciate you guys. I love you. So yes, today we are talking about our skin types.
Yes. So we can already see some people joining in. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. So yeah, we're going to talk about, I think first, let's talk about how to know your skin type. I think a lot of people are at that point, we talk about products a lot, but they're like, oh, you say this is for dry skin, this is for oily skin. But the point is that the person doesn't even know what skin type he or she has. So let's even talk about how do we determine our skin type.
So basically,
yeah, go on.
When I actually just knew I had oily skin because my face was always oily. Until I think I went to an esthetician, Vivis Glow. Lola told me, oh, you have, okay, she was like, so where do you get oily? When you wake up, where do you get oily? I'm like, oh, I'm oily here, on my nose. And she's like, oh, you have combination skin. But I think the thing just fluctuates. Sometimes I'm oily. But I want to believe that those times where I'm really, really oily is where my skin is like really dehydrated. So I really like, sometimes I'm like, I'm oily, I'm combination skin. There's really like a mix up somewhere. So since you are here to learn, I'm really looking forward to like hear from people. Desire, you are here. Don't run away. I'm looking at you. Don't run away. Looking forward to listen to a lot of people talk about their skin. We are open to taking questions, just in case, please. You can go on, Ma.
Yeah. Okay. So, to determine one skin type, there are quite a number of methods that, we hear about online, but, the easiest way is, how does your skin feel after you cleanse with a gentle cleanser? So if you use a generic cleanser that doesn't have any actives or exfoliants, so an example, maybe the simple micellar gel wash, the Cerave foaming cleanser, you just use a basic cleanser to cleanse your face. How does it feel right after? Yes, the foaming cleanser, which I also have. So twinning. So when you cleanse your face, so usually you want to wait 30 minutes, an hour, and then find out how your face feels. For those of us that have dry skin, our face feels tight. It just feels like, when paper is dry and you're like crumpling it, it really feels dry, it feels tight, it feels uncomfortable. People that have normal skin type would, they'll be fine. There are those kind of people that you ask them, which cream do you use? And they're like, you don't use any cream. Like, they don't even bother because the skin is just balanced. So we'll say normal balanced skin, that's it. Oily skin, Oh my God. Once you come out and then, the oil just come down like, I just washed you off. What happened? So that is oily skin. That's oily skin. Combination, you find like shine at my like forehead and then the bridge of the nose. Sometimes, at the chin as well. But then you have dry areas, usually around the cheeks. So that's combination skin. Okay. I mean, some other people have other methods, like the blotting paper method, where you put blotting paper on your cheeks, your forehead, and then, the regions where you have oil. So for combination skin, they have oiliness on the blotting papers in the T-zone. Then, of course, dry skin, the papers just fall off because there isn't much oil being produced. And then oily skin, goodness, all the the blotting papers stick all over your face. So that's like a simple way of knowing exactly what skin type you have or what your skin is telling you at that point in time. Okay, someone is asking how good is the Cerave foaming cleanser? Well, if I would say from a dry skin perspective that I like the Cerave foaming cleanser, especially when I want to do deep cleansing, maybe like after makeup or heavy waterproof sunscreen without stripping my skin. But Skin Body, let's know what was your take on the Cerave foaming cleanser?
For the life, but I woke up late because of work. It's actually really, really good. I'm surprised. And shout out to Oily Skin Blog, Vanessa. She actually put me on it. She made me buy it because she was always raving about it. Yeah, so it's very good.
Yes.
I try it. You have combination skin. Perfect. It's really good. I've been using it every day now.
Yes.
To be honest, skin looks better. To be honest.
So even combination skin, like I said, I have dry skin. So I can still use the foaming cleanser, even though I don't use it as an everyday cleanser. So if dry, Abisinola said, Skin Body encouraged me to buy it. Okay, sorry, you went off for a moment there.
Yes, I don't know what's wrong with my network. Okay.
So I hope we got how to know excuse me, the different skin types. I don't know if there's any other thing you want to add.
Yes, I would like to add like we have like factors that can affect like how our skins look like. Some people just feel like you fell from heaven. Sometimes it's your genes, your genetics. But I have a problem with that, to be honest, because my mom has like I would call it a normal skin. She has a normal skin, no skin issues, no acne, no blemishes, nothing. Maybe sometimes it gets a bit oily, but she has a normal skin. And I asked her, I was like, when you were my age, did you have acne? Did you suffer from it? She was like, no, no. And for my dad, so I asked her, my dad is now, so I really can't say that he had acne. He did not have, but I think he had oily skin. Probably that's where we got it from. But these people did not have skin issues. How come I have skin issues? How come I'm having acne? But I think I'm really lucky amongst my siblings. I think maybe because I'm the one into skincare, I do not know. I've been able to like control it to a certain extent. I think my brother has actually gotten out of it now. His is like quite better. So sometimes when people talk about genetics, I'm like, I really don't know. I really don't know what to believe because look at my mom. She's never had she's had perfect skin, and look at me. I'm literally struggling. Then we're going to talk about your hormones. I think that's where the problem comes for me. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Your hormones they are raging, and your face is looking
exactly.
Your face is
sometimes teenage hormones and all that.
It's terrible. You guys know how the struggle can be, and I think your environment in a country like
environment.
Yes, in a country like Nigeria where it's hot, like the tropical areas, if your skin is oily and you probably move to like a colder environment, you probably might switch to that combination skin. I don't know if you feel me. Yeah. So sometimes
yes.
Then the food you eat, that is where I slack. I think a lot of bread, a lot of milk. Maybe if I cut down those carbs and all of that, I start eating healthy, taking more fruits, vegetables, maybe it's going to get better. I don't know. I don't I don't know if you have like a vegetarian here that can tell us about it. Sometimes you feel like the food you don't. If you're going to have acne, you're going to have acne. If you like eat all healthy, you know.
The thing is, the role that food plays is not that major, really.
Really,
Because some people, but for people that have some sensitivities or some allergies, for instance, obviously, yes, that will impact on the state of their skin. Because if they eat some things, they'll say, "Oh, I ate this and I started breaking out. I took this drink, I started breaking out." Yes. So for people that have prone to that or are sensitive or have allergies, yes, it can have an impact. But generally, it's the impact is not so major on because a lot of times, sometimes you cut out some of those things that it still persists. So it's multifactorial, meaning there are many things.
I still have perfect skin, right? Well, it's not perfect skin, but normal skin. They eat all sorts of things and
Yes,
still
balance.
and that balanced skin. This life is not fair.
Life is not balanced.
Uh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
okay, yeah, fine. I mean, the other things, I mean, we talked about environment, we talked about hormones, we talked about genetics. Also, even the skincare that we use also plays an impact as well. So for someone that feels like I have dry skin, I have really, really dry skin, and then you find out that the person is possibly either normal or maybe combination, but because they've been using a lot of drying agents,
Yes.
so they're
Yes.
using a lot of salicylic acid,
Yes.
they're using salicylic acid washes or toners every day, and at the end of the day, you realize that your skin is so dry, that may be because of the skin care products that you're using. And so usually when you're at that point, because if you continue like that, you realize that it's still not working. Sometimes you just have to press the reset button and start with mild, non-active, things in your skincare routine. So you want to have a gentle cleanser, a gentle moisturizer. Hello? Okay, sorry, I lost you for a moment.
Oh my god.
So you want to have a gentle cleanser, moisturizer, and then sunscreen, and then wait, give it some time and see how your skin reacts to that before adding on, like treatment agents and actives.
I'll
So I mean, basically that's that for skin type. You want to say something?
talk about benzoyl peroxide because like it kills bacteria on the skin. But like I think sometimes you get
Yeah.
to I only use benzoyl peroxide when like I have like this active cystic acne, like you need to like really out. But I can't remember the last time I used one because the one I got first, they ran out of it at the pharmacy and I've not gone back since then. The thing about benzoyl peroxide, I would like to see. That's why I'm scared to use the Cerave benzoyl peroxide wash because you get to use it probably all over your face and it gets dry. You now start using all the whole hydrating product. If you're peroxide, I would say you should get the one the cream form and just put it on that spot. If you rub it everywhere, it's going to make your skin go on a overdrive and it's going to produce a lot of oil. So please, whatever your skin type is, whether it's oily, dry, if you're going to use benzoyl peroxide, just put it on that spot. Don't spread it everywhere. That thing is very, very drying. Very, very drying. You have to use a lot of moisture.
The thing is,
Yeah.
with my dry skin, yes, I have used that Cerave benzoyl peroxide wash. It's more like a cream. Do you understand? Okay, Abisinola said the spot treatment you're talking about, Zap Seeds or Terminator. Yes, those have benzoyl peroxide in them.
Yeah.
Now, the Cerave wash, acne foaming wash, what I would usually say for people that will experience dryness with it is that you should space it out. So you're not going to be using it every day. Do you understand? You can use it as a morning wash, and that is all that you're using. You're not using another cleanser before it, so that it's going to reduce and minimize the dryness. But yes, it's prone to making the skin dry. And that's why when you want to use a benzoyl peroxide wash, you should use something that is like 4% or less for your face, and not the 10% Panoxyl for your face. It's going to be like extremely drying.
That's why I just
Sorry, you said?
just really have to see some 5% sometimes. Mostly it's 10% that you have like. So you just put it on that spot.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. So if you have to use 10%, use a spot treatment then.
Yes. 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 Uh issued a good product to try them.
Someone said they are good products. Okay, and okay, yes, that's Abisinola. They are good products and have tried them. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's talk about so let's go from dry. So I'll talk about dry skin and cleansers and moisturizers and then sunscreen just for dry skin, and then you can go for oily skin, and then we will go back and forth. So for dry skin, I would always say that when you go shopping for your products, always realize that because the skin will always be dry anyway, so you want to ensure that you're not having agents in your products that are going to further dry out your skin. So you want to look out for things that have hyaluronic acid, glycerin in it, emollients, shea butter, petrolatum. Those are the ingredients that you really want to aim for in the products you're getting. Most importantly, you now want to ensure you are avoiding drying agents. Topmost for me would be alcohol. Now, even though a lot of other skin types may be able to tolerate alcohol, for those of us that have dry skin, alcohol is not really our friend. And if you must use alcohol, especially in some sunscreen formulations, it's always best to have a layer of intense moisturization underneath before you use your sunscreen. So in terms of cleansers, some of the cleansers I have tried, and I would, recommend, first will be, of course, Cerave. I am a Cerave family member, as in, like, they're living rent in my house. So they're living rent free in my house. So first, I've tried the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser that most people do not like. Was it Irate Skincare said that Cerave Hydrating Cleanser is like a conditioner. Feels like a conditioner on the face. I usually will use it for my retinoid routine when I am anticipating irritation. So I want to be as gentle as possible with my procedure before I use the retinoid. Okay, so I'll use the hydrating. Or if you have irritated skin, you've exfoliated, you are feeling this stinging, pepperish sensation, just use the hydrating cleanser onto your skin heals. The next one will be the Cerave Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. Have you tried that before?
Which one?
The Cerave Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser.
No.
The newest one that was released.
My first Cerave product.
And that's okay. I tend to like Cerave products because they are fragrance-free, alcohol-free. So my risk of being irritated, is less. So I usually go for most of their products. So the hydrating cream to foam cleanser is like a better version for people that like the foaming action that the hydrating cleanser will not give you, but still gentle enough for dry skin. So the thing about dry skin is you always want to go for cream cleansers. But of course, you have the foaming cleanser, which is the gel cleanser. I use the foaming cleanser when I have makeup on, and so have done the first oil cleanse, and then I go in with the foaming cleanser, to actually take off more of the makeup, anything that is left behind. So the last one I would suggest is the simple simple micellar facial gel wash. I also like that as well. It's very comfortable on the skin and it doesn't dry the skin out. So yeah, so that's Abisinola is asking now, what about Neutrogena? That it makes her look dark.
The salicylic wash.
Neutrogena.
Talking about.
Yeah, I tried that salicylic wash. For my skin type, it was drying. It's dried out my skin.
That's too drying. I think I only had a good experience about it because I have like oily skin, and at that point I was suffering from just acne, and it helped a lot. I didn't experience any drying because my esthetician then told me that I should do a lot of moisturizing. Yes, and I was using the simple moisturizer. Funny enough, it was just okay. So unless you shouldn't be using these products with salicylic acid every day. I made that mistake with the Cosrx. This cleanser is gold. If you have issues with your skin, this cleanser is gold. I won't lie, it's finished anyways. But you have to use like a salicylic wash if you have acne. It might not be every day, maybe once in 2 days, so it doesn't dry out your skin. Do more of hydrating. I'm sorry to cut you short. You can go on. I was just trying to.
Yes, no. It was important to hear that. Yeah. So after cleansing, we go on to moisturizing. So like I said, you're looking for hyaluronic acid, you're looking for your humectants, basically your glycerin, petrolatum, you're looking for shea butter in your moisturizers. Usually, if you do heavy, even if someone like me, I do heavy moisturizers. Do you understand?
I don't
Because I have dry skin, obviously.
how this is the Cerave moisturizer is in here. My sister gave it to me, and it's like really thick. I don't you know it, but my skin loves it. I do not understand
Yes.
this,
It absorbs very quickly.
but it just
Oh
goes.
wow.
See, I don't know.
Wow.
Really
Yes,
good.
yes. So I mean the Cerave moisturizing lotion, moisturizing cream. I particularly also love the La Roche-Posay Lipica AP plus M. That is like my favorite moisturizer now because I've tried other ones before. Then
If
it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I really love it. Yeah. So basically, for moisturizer, you can't go wrong with CeraVe moisturizing lotion, moisturizing cream, La Roche-Posay E45 moisturizing cream for dry skin. You can't go wrong with Aveeno. Moisturizing lotions, moisturizing creams. Yeah, Eucerin. So those ranges, Vani cream. You can't go wrong with those ones for moisturizing. Now, when it comes to sunscreen, I haven't had very good experience with a lot of sunscreens because, oh my goodness, as in, I think out of like 10 or so that I bought, half, in fact, most of them, it's just white cast and then very funny things. But I like the Altruist for
I
dry skin. I know oily skin people, they do not like that sunscreen, but for
good. Ultras made me hate application of sun. Terrible.
the end of the day, that is what dry skin people want. They want because our skin normally will look dull, but when you apply the Altruist sunscreen, it leaves you moisturized. And what I usually say to people is that you may decide to not use a heavy moisturizer before using the sunscreen. So it's a morning routine. It's quick. Do your cleansing, and then you can apply the sunscreen so that you're not putting layers of more shiny things.
Yes,
So
without.
that's that for dry skin. So let's hear for oily skin.
Okay. First of all, you can hear me, right?
Yes. You keep breaking on
Okay.
and off, but fine. I can hear you.
Okay, so for oily skin, first of all, hydrate. Like you should just probably base your routine on hydration. I'm actually learning a thing or two from the skin friend. She really loves hydration, and I'm actually seeing like that effect on her skin because your skin normally it's not like sebum is bad. When your skin produces oil, it's because it wants to give you moisture. It's because it wants to make your skin really supple. But by the time like you overproduce, then the oil comes to the face. It gets attracted to dust. It gets attracted to the all the old debts in the environment. Then bacteria is on your skin.
Pollution.
Your skin gets clogged. Your skin now needs something to open it up. And what are the ingredients you need
Yeah.
to open this up? First of all, salicylic acid. I have one from Paula's Choice. I talk about it often. Paula's Choice salicylic acid, the exfoliant. If you don't want a wash, you
Yeah.
probably maybe 2 times or 3 times weekly. Salicylic acid is really, really,
Have
really.
you tried the CeraVe Epic Cleanser?
This is my only Cerave product, and I just got it. I'm late to the train, I know, but hopefully I can try the other products. So yeah, salicylic acid
Yeah.
first. Although some people are like they react to salicylic acid, so you might want to try sulfur. Sulfur also helps. Then I talked about the benzoyl peroxide, but that should be only used when you're going to moisturize heavily, and if you're going to use the cream, the ones that come in creams, you just have to use it on those spots. But basically, get you
Okay.
a salicylic cleanser. Works magic, especially this CosRX one, please, you guys. And I don't know, for oily skin, you probably want to look at gel cleansers, foaming cleansers. I really like when my cleansers like really foam a lot. I got the La Roche-Posay. I really like this cleanser, but now that I have this one, I have something to compare. I think this foams more than this. I really like foaming cleansers. So you probably want something that's going to take those debts, because when you have oily skin, you can feel that heaviness. Like it's so terrible. So you want something that's going to what you don't want something that's going to strip your skin, of course. You want something that's going to wash off those,
Yeah.
yeah, make you feel like okay, everything is all down. Then I said you have to hydrate.
Mm.
The snail mucin is actually really good. Although I have a problem with this thing. I stopped using it like maybe
Okay.
weeks ago, and I started noticing that
Mm-hmm.
texture started showing up. I really don't like when my skin is dependent on a product, but it's actually a very good product. But what happens when I can't get it, or I don't have money?
Not available.
But basically, using other hydrating products like the Lineage Refiner, uh,
Yeah.
or toners, something that's hydrating, not exfoliating toners. So yes, you don't use that every day. Yes, not any.
Like 2% PHAs every day.
Yeah, but people feel anything that is in this watery form is actually a toner. It can come in that toner looking form, but if it's not really hydrating, I would not advise that you should use it every day. Yeah. Then I prefer cleansing with micellar water. Although I started using an oil cleanser like 3 weeks ago, and I don't know, my skin didn't really like it.
When do you use the micellar water? At what point in your routine do you use micellar water?
Why you use your micellar water every day? You have to remove your sunscreen properly. If you don't remove your sunscreen properly, it's going to clog your pores. I say that every time because some people be like, "Oh, I start using sunscreen. I start getting darker." I think sometimes it's probably because they're using the wrong sunscreen. Because when I was using Ultra sunscreen for oily skin, it was terrible. It was terrible. I hated sunscreen application. But look at me now. I got home from work and I actually had my bath. I used sunscreen. I was going back to bed. I would probably have taken it out of the routine. But I really love it right now. So you have to get the real product sunscreen, and you have to know how to remove your sunscreen. If you're going to be using a balm, a cleansing oil, or micellar water, which is my favorite, or in my opinion, it's just like the safe place. Yes, for me, I used to take off makeup and my sunscreen. So you have to use this every time, and you can also double cleanse your cleanser twice. Yeah, some people
Foaming
just
cleanser.
feel like it's
Yeah.
just so much. All this stressful. So if you fall into that category, you probably want to just use your cleanser twice. Just make sure that all those debt from your day-to-day activities all gone. Then for moisturizers,
Yeah.
to be honest, I've actually not experimented with so much moisturizer, but now I've used the Simple, I've used the Neutrogena Hydro Boost at some point. I have the
Okay.
Peroxide, the oil free cleanser, and the Cerave cleanser my sister
Yeah.
gave me, and I've had good experiences with all of them. So for your moisturizer, you probably want to look at moisturizers that are not so heavy, or even if they are heavy on the palm, like
Yeah.
when you rub them together, they become really light and they absorb well. You don't want something, you are oily skin, you don't want to put something on your face and you feel heavy. So I swear by the Simple moisturizer, even if some people kind of have some breakouts. I've heard stories like that, but I used this for straight 2 years. I had no problem. You want to go this Cosrx way is oil free, even if it has some lemon peel. I really don't know the way this food do their marketing, but basically it's very good. But the moisturizer I really use
Okay.
right now is the Cerave moisturizer. It does the job. Yeah,
Is it
but
the moisturizing cream
it's
or
not
lotion? Which one are you using?
lotion. The lotion, the moisturizing lotion.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
very very good.
Okay.
Then I always talk about niacinamide. I wasn't going to miss it. Excuse me. Sorry, sorry for that break. Yes, so
Yes. No, go
niacinamide.
on.
Yeah. So niacinamide is like my. I don't know what is skincare without niacinamide. What is my skincare routine without niacinamide? It controls oil.
But some people actually react to
Yes,
niacinamide. Some people don't not tolerate niacinamide.
I was going to say it because you know most of these niacinamide products actually come in like 10%. So if you react
Yes, that's it.
to niacinamide, you probably want to get your niacinamide from other stuff like a toner. I think this has 4% niacinamide. This is the Good Molecules toner. Or you want to use the La Roche-Posay. It actually has niacinamide. Yeah.
Exactly.
The Cerave has niacinamide. So you probably want to just use, if you still want it in your routine, you probably just want to use products that have like niacinamide in it, like a bit.
Niacinamide in it without being an isolated
Yes, and
like niacinamide product.
or yes, on its own. So yes, I love niacinamide for oil control because it actually helps to like do other stuff. Acne just helps to like make the skin calm and less inflamed. So yeah, niacinamide products for oily skin.
Okay.
And you guys, azelaic acid. This is the year of azelaic acid. Actually helps to exfoliate, helps to control oil, hyperpigmentation, acne, a star girl actually. And I think some of
Yes. So in the light of the skincare twins, yes. So that's my azelaic acid as well.
the opportunity to talk about the DCM, the ordinary azelaic acid. This azelaic acid actually helps me with texture. Yes, that those big looking pores and everything. But the problem I have with it is the fact that it stings if you don't use it correctly. So you are using this product, you are layering a lot, you are doing a lot of sandwiching with hydrating products. It can be a lot of work for people that do not want to spend time. You have to be extra careful. Sometimes it gets to my neck and it's itchy. It's like itches the whole night. That's the only problem I have, but it's very effective. Then the azelaic acid, which is 20%. This is 10% by the way. This is higher. Some people might have like some reactions or some stinging, but I have no, in fact it feels like I didn't buy fake, but it feels like I'm rubbing in oil or cream or something reaction or so of any sort, and it works. Like it doesn't take, it works like you would see, you start feeling the effects. Good for texture. So yes, oily skin people, azelaic acid is great, niacinamide is great. Do a lot of hydrating. You're looking for products with glycerin, hyaluronic acid, ceramides, squalene. My retinol at the moment, I have the ordinary retinol in squalene because it has squalene. It's just really, I don't know, I use it at night and it's like I massage it into my skin. Even if I have oily skin, it doesn't look or feel heavy. It's just like, just keeps everything. And once you use hydrating products or products, yes, your skin doesn't produce so much oil.
Wow.
It's like controlled. Do you get? But when you don't use any, some oily skins, we are really scared. I, for one, I was always scared of using moisturizers or any extra because I feel like if I use it, my skin is going to start breaking out or it's going to feel so heavy.
Breaking out.
But actually, it's like the opposite. Your skin feels hydrated. You are very sure that your skin is healthy.
Okay.
Hello?
So let's talk about sunscreens for oily skin. What are your recommendations?
Well, I'm on.
Since my outreach is not doing you justice, please tell us.
Well, currently I use two sunscreens or three. I use the Misha Essence, the Misha Aqua, and my favorite at the moment
Okay.
is the Black Girl sunscreen. And people have issues with it.
I need to try that too.
Skin people, they be like, oh, it makes me feel like so heavy or some sort. But I would just say if you're using Black Girl sunscreen, skip your moisturizer. I think I got this hack from the skin priest, Okiki. Yes. And when I used to watch her videos like a year, 2 years back, when she's using the Black Girl sunscreen, she's always skipping the moisturizer step. Black Girl sunscreen has jojoba oil in it, has avocado oil in it. It's already moisturizing. When you use it on your dry skin people, please look out for this sunscreen. It's perfect. It's good. To be honest,
I would
I
try it out. I'll try it out.
yes. Yes, so if you're oily skin or combination skin and you want to use the Black Girl sunscreen, do skip the moisturizer aspects. Just go, and it helps you save products. You see, You get to sleep with and use your moisturizer just at night, and you use your Black Girl sunscreen.
Exactly.
Then, if you want that matte feeling, you don't want any extra, you just want your face to be like, just go for your Skin Aqua, Misha Aqua, JJ, just go for that. Or the Misha Essence. They're actually very good sunscreen. And
Yeah.
basically, I have not been. The thing is, I don't feel like I'm going to try so many sunscreens. Then yes, I tried the Nivea. There's this Nivea sunscreen. It's on my highlights. I used it on the beach, and I did a lot of reapplication on my body, on my face. Perfect, very good. When what's her name again? I Speak Skin. I Speak Skin has this review of Nivea sunscreen, a Japanese Nivea.
Yeah. Yeah. The
It's
blue bottle one, or was it blue purple or something?
yes, purple. She says she swears by it. So you guys should go and check that review out. So if you're looking for sunscreens for like oily combination skin, that is very good in case you don't want, because the Misha comes in 50 ml and it's expensive from 75 upwards, you know, for a 50
Yes.
ml.
You know, that's the issue I sometimes have with sunscreen. And yes, that's why I keep going back to my Outrage face covered, because it's so cheap, you know, and it's 100 mils. But yes, I understand, because I mean there are two things. When people say cast, you know, it's either a white cast or a gray cast. So sometimes when you use that Outrage, you look darker. So that is the issue that may come with it, and it's because of the titanium. The titanium is like nano, so it will still give you a cast, even though it makes you look like you're darker. But someone like me, I'm not really bothered as long as I can have a sunscreen.
If
You know, that works.
run away from Ultris to I'm not there. Oh. If you are dry skin, you can go to Ultris. It's actually readily available and it's very affordable. So I'm not going to be hello. I'm not going to be sunscreen hopping, to be honest, until I know it's like really, really.
Sorry, can you hear me? Okay, there's a bit of lag. So I'm just telling our audience that I can see your questions and I'm taking note of them. I'm trying not to have to interrupt her when she's speaking. So I'm taking note of your questions. So please just keep them coming. We would answer your questions.
Yes.
So sorry, go on.
Yes, as I was saying, I'm not going to be sunscreen hopping, because I think I found the ones I really, really love. So until probably an influencer or blogger actually talks about a sunscreen that I know this is from a trusted person, like the one I talked about from I Speak Skin, yes, I probably want to try because it's in a bigger bottle and all of that. But for now, I think I'm very fine. I think I'm going to repurchase the Black Girl sunscreen. It doesn't make me dark. It makes my face moisturized. It gives me that glowy feel. You know, when I want that glowy feel, I go for Black Girl. But when I want my face looking matte and just, you know, I just go for the Misha Essence or the Misha Aqua. So yes, I'm going to try the CosRX sunscreen. I have it with me. I'm going to try it probably tomorrow. Yes, I'm going to do an application video. I'm going to see if I like it or not. If I don't like it, I probably want to give it out or something. So yes, I'm going to try that.
So I tried the Misha Aqua for the first time today, because someone reviewed it on YouTube, a Nigerian YouTuber. I'm trying to remember her name now. She's reviewed a lot of sunscreens, and so I tried the Misha Aqua, and one thing I noticed, obviously, is the far cry from the Outrage, in the sense that the consistency is thin, you know, like lotion, and once you know, you don't have to rub so much. It absorbs. That's what I actually used today, and it absorbs very quickly. The only thing I will say is that some people, yes, your Mission Aqua.
Even if you use so much, I have an application video. I used a lot, you know, and everything just. I was surprised because I was Ultris where I just used the finger rule and I'm not greasy. Oh, terrible experience, please. If you stopped using sunscreen because of you use Ultris, please, I beg you, just look out for other sunscreens. Please, sunscreen application is gold. Yes.
It's important.
I tell you, she loves application. Yeah, she loves sunscreens a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just finding the one that works for you. Find the one that works for you. I also have some like sunscreen videos, application videos, so they're in my highlights, so you can just check them out. The Outrist works for me because it's creamy, it doesn't sting, doesn't have fragrance, anything. So like the Misha Aqua, I felt some stinging afterwards, maybe because it felt drying for me. So it's not something I will use regularly or all the time, or maybe I might just find some other skincare twin who has oily skin to, dash it out to. But yes, for someone that has oily skin already, because you have a lot of sebum and oil on your skin, you don't want to add any extra thing that is not going to sink in. So, okay. So, I think we've talked about oily, dry, and well, with the oily, you also did speak to acne prone skin as well. So I would say for people that have sensitive skin, a lot of times we keep hearing dry skin, oily skin. In fact, I think oily and acne prone skin, they are the people that are not going to allow us to hear words in this planet. So yes, you people even have a whole acne awareness, about you guys. That's a really
Nigeria. It's like really hot, so like the sweat and everything. I think that's why we have a lot of acne prone people. Yes, so yeah.
yeah. And the thing is that even dry skin can have acne as well. I have one spot that just like popped up. I always have this hormonal acne. One is to come at the center of my face like a horn, and so the whole world will know.
Terrible.
So let's quickly just mention some things for sensitive skin. So for sensitive skin, I mean, to just make it easy, like I said, keep your routine simple. So we said cleanser, moisturizer, and then your sunscreen. For people that have sensitive skin, those things I mentioned about dry skin, ensuring that you are avoiding, I mean, for instance, I use something that possibly has some alcohol or fragrance in it, but I can tolerate it. But if you have sensitive skin, it's a no-no. You just have to be very strict about what you use on your skin. So for instance, the alcohol, drying agents, witch hazel, all those things, you want to take them out of your skin because you want to be conservative with your routine. So that's one. Another thing is that people with sensitive skin sometimes complain that they don't find their products. A lot of times there are recommendations for dry skin, recommendations for oily skin. They go shopping and they're seeing dry, oily, normal, but they don't see much of sensitive skin. What I would say is that there are some brands that already they focus on sensitive skin. So brands like Aveeno, like Cerave, La Roche-Posay, Bioderma. Sorry, you said?
Honey cream.
Okay. Yes, Barney cream, for instance. They focus on sensitive skin care products. So even if you're not sure what you're looking out for, getting products from these brands are also helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, are helpful. One of the other things or hacks I would want to mention is that, for instance, so this is an Aveeno baby Demexa moisturizing wash, and this is for my son, or for my sons, because they also have eczema. Now the thing is, if you can't find something that is for sensitive skin, just go shopping in the baby section. Okay, so sometimes I would steal their wash, maybe in the morning, and I'm in a rush, I'll just steal some of it and rub on my face. So if you can't find something for sensitive skin, you can go shop in the baby section for facial washes, moisturizers like Aveeno. I also have this cleansing oil. Let me try to bring it out. This cleansing oil from Avène. Okay, so I don't know, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Avène Zeracam AD. It's a cleansing oil though. So sometimes for people that have sensitive skin, they don't want anything that is too serious in over cleansing the face. So using a cleansing oil like this is fragrance free, alcohol free as well. So it's also helpful for people that have sensitive skin. When it comes to moisturizing, like I said, Aveeno contains oat extracts, so you can't go wrong with moisturizing with Aveeno products. I also talked about E45, Eucerin. You can't go wrong with those products as well. Yeah, and then for sunscreen for people that have sensitive skin, usually the recommendation is to go with mineral sunscreens. I know that mineral sunscreens they are not our friends with the white cast. Sorry, it's like you turned your screen is turned the other way.
Yes. I hope it doesn't affect you. I'm trying to charge my phone. It's kind of low.
Oh, okay, fine. Let's go. So, the other thing. Okay, so maybe I should do that so that we are both on the
Okay.
same.
Okay.
Yeah,
Apologies, people. I still don't know how this works.
don't worry. We'll do it together. So, for sunscreens, usually we want to go for mineral sunscreens because mineral formulation sunscreens are usually simple. So it's either it has zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. So the product listing is just simple. It doesn't have multiple things
How
that
much
people with
things?
sensitive skin will possibly find one thing it needs to react to. So usually we would say do mineral sunscreen. The only mineral sunscreen I would say I've tried is by Pipette. Yes, I have an application video in my highlights. So you can try that. Of course, just like Outrist as well, it's going to give this glistening, dewy look. So people that have sensitive skin and are dry, yes, they may like it. Oily skin, not so much. So that's
How
basically
readily
that
available
for.
is it in Nigeria?
Okay, that one isn't. I know someone said she found a vendor, but I ordered that from Amazon. I ordered that pipette from Amazon. So that's the challenge
That's that's
with that.
that's always the challenge with skincare in Nigeria. It's really hard to get everything you want. There's so many products I really want to try. By the time I put everything in the cart and I'm seeing the shipping fee, I'm like, ha. Who's
No.
going to pay for
No,
this
but
one?
maybe when we talk about people, the thing is that for vendors that bring in these products, they want to know that it's going to be worth their while to actually bring in these things. So maybe sometimes, yes, we have to make the sacrifice to actually purchase some of these things so that the more we talk about it, the more people request for it. Then, the vendors will say, okay, let me bring it in. There are people that will use this
Want
product.
it?
So that's the issue. I also understand the vendors too. You don't want to bring in something that
Of
nobody
course,
wants to
of
buy,
course, of
so
course,
that's the issue.
of course.
Yeah. So that's it for me for sensitive skin. Also for normal skin, I mean basically normal skin is balanced skin type.
Yes.
So what it means is that you can use, I would say you can use products for dry skin and you'll be fine. So moisturize, just basic
Make it simple.
routine, cleanse.
Yes.
Yeah, just make it
Probably
simple.
use vitamin
So
C. Yes. In a low concentration
yeah.
though. Yes. And just something to just make your skin glow.
Yes,
I would also
precisely,
like to
precisely.
say,
So I think basically,
hello.
I'm listening.
Yes, I also
Yes, I
like.
can hear you.
Yes. I also like to say that every skin type can be sensitive. So you can be oily sensitive skin. You can be dry sensitive skin. Yes, because
Yeah.
sometimes I figure out I use some things and sensitivity doesn't just mean that it could be anything. If your skin can be sensitive to anything, that's why you have to focus on your barrier repair, and that's why I talk about hydrating a lot. So, like if you want to repair your barrier, there's some certain things you have to use, just to make sure that like your skin is intact. So any kind of skin can be sensitive because when people hear sensitive skin, they're thinking probably it's another skin type entirely. But you can be dry and have sensitive skin.
Mm.
I'm oily and I can have sensitive
Yeah.
skin. Sometimes your skin is looking all red. It's sensitized to something. It's sensitive to something, right? Right.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
So
yes,
yes,
yes.
yes. So don't feel like there's something new going on if you are
Special.
oily. Yes,
Mm.
it happens. You can be sensitive to a lot of things, even if you have oily skin. Because we say oily
Okay.
skin is really tough. You can go through things. You can use any product because we are oily skin. Our skin can take it. I don't know if it's only me that actually says that, but sometimes like your oily skin, I be like, let me try all the products. My skin can take it. It's yes. I always say that sometimes. I'm lucky. I'm lucky
Yeah.
sometimes, but
Mhm.
other times I use the retin A and I'm still treating the dark spots, the acne, gaggy under my chin, and some people use it and they were fine with it. You currently use retin A, right?
Oh no, I've been on Retin A for more than a month now, and the two of us we're right now we're chilled. we're chilled.
See, and
We're not
I didn't
fighting
even
with
use it
it.
past 2 weeks, and I had terrible reactions. I've stopped anyways. I'm back to my DSM retinol, and I have this Tiam retinol palmate or something. Yes,
How
it's
me
like
say?
yes, it's a lower a lower kind of retinol. So yes, your skin can be oily, sensitive, dry, sensitive. Sensitivity can come in any form. So you guys just know that. Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, so I think someone asked us a question that um can you use micellar water and after that use the salicylic acid face wash?
Yes, yes, that's what
Well, that time you mentioned.
yes, that's how it's supposed to be. When you use your micellar water to clean with your cotton uh, wool or
Cotton
your
pad.
cotton pad, yes, then you go with any of your cleansers, and you just wash, tone. If you don't want to tone,
Right.
just do something hydrating and your serums and
So
moisturizers.
that's almost like a double cleanse of some sort. So you are
Yes,
using the
yes,
micellar water first to break apart the makeup, and then
yes.
you now
Your
want to go in with
sunscreen.
your salicylic acid. Yes, because another thing is that when people use salicylic acid washes with your salicylic acid is a treatment kind of wash. So you don't want to have a heavy film of makeup and all that. It's like you're just wasting the product.
Yes.
You want it to be able to have contact with the skin so that it can actually do the work
Work.
that it's supposed to do. So
Yes.
use your micellar water or oil cleanser
Your
to
oil
remove
or your
all that
balms.
film first.
Yes.
Yes, then you now use your salicylic acid wash on it. So the second question was, someone asked about Gabia Sunblock. Do you know Gabia Sunblock? Have
I've
you
seen
tried?
it.
Have you
I've
seen
seen
it?
it a lot of times, but I've never been impressed by it. I'm like, what is this? Friends,
Let me
because
say I have. In fact, that was the first one that I
use.
used.
Oh,
Gabia Sunblock. Yes, it's creamy as well. It doesn't leave a cast or anything. But someone may ask that why do I recommend it? Do I not? When it comes to the world of sunscreens,
hmm.
2020, 2021 has been the year of uproars and
You
downroars
just
in
open
sunscreen
everybody's bum
kingdom.
bum.
I mean,
Pardon my
so at the end of
language.
the day,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
crazy
my
what's
my
happening.
some of my favorites, yes, have been like upended. So the thing when it comes to sunscreen, I treat sunscreen like a drug, or I would recommend that we treat sunscreen like a drug, meaning that you want to get sunscreen from regulated markets.
Hmm.
Because even the ones we get from the US and all that, some of them have had issues.
Yeah.
So how much more, getting sunscreen from areas that we are not totally sure. I'm not saying that they are not good, but because we won't do this testing ourselves to find out if they are working or not,
Yes.
it's always safer to treat your sunscreen like a drug and then, get them from regulated markets. So that's why I'm not going to, well, wholeheartedly recommend Gabia
Yeah, yeah.
sunscreen. But if that's the only thing the person has or has access to or
Better
can
than
afford,
nothing.
I would say please just use it. It's better than nothing. So please just use it. But so that you're not wondering why we don't keep talking about these sunscreens all the time. That's the reason why we don't usually recommend it. Someone said any recommendation for a sunscreen that doesn't darken and isn't too heavy. I think Skin Buddy talked about that. Her list of sunscreens. So can you just go over it again so that this is
Yes.
Daniela underscore Regal.
When people
So
talk about sunscreen that darkens, I'm really sorry. But I think you would probably want to focus on double cleansing, like removing that sunscreen very well. You know, then you have to go for lightweight sunscreens that look like gels, like the Misha one, the Misha Essence, the Misha Aqua. They're very light. It's just your skin is literally swallowing everything up. And you are good to
yeah,
go.
yeah.
And sometimes you might probably want to
Mhm.
just put a lot of sunscreen because you feel like um, you're not going to do another one. I think you should focus on reapplication more than you focusing on like putting so much sunscreen. So some people put a lot of sunscreen then, or you're probably not putting it well. For me, when I'm using my sunscreen, I put, and I rub it. So people they put one layer, the second layer, then the third layer. So it all depends on how you use your products. So double cleansing, go for lightweight sunscreens, and you want to layer properly and do more of it. Sorry. do more of reapplication than you putting a lot of sunscreen. So if you think that this sunscreen is too heavy and makes you dark, okay, why not just do 1-2 layer you put in 2 hours, do another 1-2 layer, you know, better. But if you are wearing makeup, that is where the sunscreen spray
That's where it
comes to
becomes
play.
complicated.
Yes, it gets complicated. So you probably just want to put the 1-2 and just use your powder, the powder pad to dab in, to
Press.
dab in, to dab in. Because that sunscreen spray, first of all, we don't have so much varieties in Nigerian stores. The one I know is the Ultra Sunscreen Spray, and if you're oily skin, you
No,
know,
there's
like
even this thing about spray on the face, like
exactly
it's
spraying
not enough.
directly,
They don't recommend on your
exactly
face because you'll be
spraying
inhaling it.
directly is not so good. It could get into your eyes. It's not so good.
But there
So
are, there are SPF makeup mist. There are SPF makeup mist as well that one
yes,
can use. I
you
think for me that just seems best if you can get a makeup mist that
that
has
has SPF
SPF. I'm trying
15.
to think. Is it
Yes,
CVS?
or
But they're not available here. That's another issue.
yes. Even if they're
They're not
available,
really
they're really on
available.
the high side, and so much money with skincare. Then going to look for it's so much luxury if you can even afford skincare. They're looking for skincare that makeup that have sunscreen in them. Trust
SPF
me,
mist.
I don't know. I don't have rich followers though, but I'm just saying personally.
They're just being
Personally, it's
humble.
like it's a luxury. So yes, if your sunscreen darkens you, first of all, if you are still here, please let us know the sunscreen that you use, and we'll be sure to probably message you, send you a DM of different sunscreens that are lightweight that you can try, or probably myself or the village girl will probably do a post where we talk about lightweight sunscreens that are not likely to darken your skin. Because I've had somebody come to my DM and say, "Oh, I use this sunscreen and darkens my skin." I'm like, you have to
Exactly.
double cleanse. People have that issue. If you don't double cleanse properly, there's a kind of build up. So you wear sunscreen today, you don't remove it properly, then you go again the next day, you're putting on makeup. By the time you do that for a week, your skin looks darker. Then if it's going to leave a white cast on you, you already look darker first of all. When I was in Ultras, when I use it, I have that grey cast, so it looks darker. Until I go into my
Yes,
day
yes, that great
before
cast.
everything now settles in. So you probably don't want to
Yeah.
judge
Yeah.
at first when you use your sunscreen. You probably want to leave it to settle in for like 30 minutes, 1 hour,
Yeah.
and before you like make a judgment. So yeah.
Okay. So I think before we go, the last one, body care. Okay, so someone asked about body care. The point is, well, I will say we will talk about it
Yes,
in the next.
we'll do another live. But I was going to post this on Twitter. This is the only quench H divine vitamin E lotion. I use the shea butter, but this is vitamin E. This smells heavenly, you guys. Oh my god. If you've not tried this, I think you should try it. It smells heavenly.
Okay.
It is so nice. And I think I have this silky feeling on my skin lately. So this is what I have been using. If I'm not using this, I am a Nivea person too. I use Nivea a lot. I don't have any I don't have any specific cream I use on my body. This is the year I focus more on body care. Then I made a review of this on my page already. The Alpha Renewable Body Lotion, very good too. So basically, this Ole is very very good, very very good. Smells really nice. Like you're wearing it, you just feel like you're wearing something, and it's really really good. Get into the
Okay,
body
that's it. You're going to make
really
me
well.
go and get
Yes,
it.
you should go and get it. But it's really nice. Trust me, very very nice. Just I don't
Okay.
know, it's really good. If you don't want the
For people that
vitamin
have
E,
dry skin, you just need to ensure that you're not over drying your skin with the products that you're using. So you want to use body washes that are rich in emollients, and then moisturizers as well that are very rich, shea butter, petrolatum. I mean, quite a number of the facial the body facial lotions like the Cerave lotion, Cerave
yeah,
cream. You can also use it for your body if you
yes,
have dry skin as well.
yes,
I mean, it comes in a very giant tub, so you can use it on the body. as well. But I think the people that really want to have, the body recommendations will be people that are acne prone on their body. And I think you have a post on
Yes.
acne.
When I
Yes.
had back knee,
So,
this
they
was
can
what
go to
helped
it.
me. Yes, it helped me
Yeah.
with my back knee. The Alpha Renewable Body Lotion
Mm.
helped me with my back knee. Yes, because literally there's no
Yes.
product that could go to my back aside this body lotion. So I can testify that this helps with my back knee.
Yes. Yes. So I mean, Abisinola said St. Ives body creams are good for her
Yes,
too. So
I
I
think
mean,
I've seen.
if you use something and it works, if it works for you, fine.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
You know, St. Ives is actually like demonized or demonized, that's the word, in the skincare
Because of
industry
the
because of their
apricot scrub.
scrubs. But I do not know the other
Yes.
products. You know, we can't say some.
Yes.
It's just the way we have the ordinary. Some people don't like their niacinamide, but they can swear by their hyaluronic acid and all of that. So,
That thing.
so
Yes.
additionally, yes, St. Ives might be really good for you. I don't know, or maybe until I try it. It might make me try it. You probably have influenced me. I have it in my head. If I see it, I probably want to try it, and I will probably get back. So
Okay.
yes,
I know. So I know some people just join, but we may have to go now
it's so
because
sad you guys are
so that
joining.
we
I
can
had so
save
much fun.
so that we can save the video.
Yes,
I don't know if Instagram too does that thing where after an ad just cuts off, so that we can save it and we don't lose the video and
please.
other people can
I
get to watch
don't want to lose these videos. I'm going to cry.
it. So please please guys, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for joining us. I don't know if you have any other last words to say
Yes,
before we
I want to
go.
say thank you guys for joining the live. It's my first live, and this is like the first of many, I'm very sure. Thank you so much, Village Bell. She actually told me this like sometime in May, but I've been so busy with work, and wow, I'm so thankful that she was patient with me. Thank you very much, Ma. And everybody that joined the live, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was really a good time. Please, I'm going to try to save the video. So please, if you didn't start from the
Okay.
beginning, please go watch. It's like so much fun to watch. I had fun listening to myself, even if I don't really like listening to myself. But it was really nice. I had fun.
We
I
will
learned
have a part
something.
two. We will have a part two. Yes.
Yes, surely. Yes, we'll have a part two. Yes, we'll have a part two. More lives to come. So thank
Okay.
you.
So take
Thank
care.
you, ma. Have a great day.
I enjoyed myself.
Yes,
Take
I did
care.
enjoy
Take care.
myself too. Thank
Okay. So you can take it on your end since you invited me.
you. Yes, I'm going to find a way to save it. Thank you
Okay.
guys. Have a great
Take care.
Saturday. It's already looking gloomy. It wants to rain
And you
here.
too.
Uh,
I think so. Yes. Okay. Take care, guys. Abisinola, thank you so much. You were just here all through. Thank you.
yes. Abisinola, thank you so much. Sarah, thank you so much for joining. Toby, Desire, the body oasis, everybody that joined, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm looking for how to save this video. Oh my god.
Um, I think if you exit the live, it will give you the option.
Okay. Okay. Mm, how does this end?
So just go back. I think you are exiting then.
You want me to type in the X? The X.
So I'm going to leave now. So yes.
Okay. Try leaving first. Okay. All right. You guys, this is my first time and I'm finding I really need this video saved. Ah, no. Oh my god. Not you guys joining when the video has ended. Thank you guys for joining me.